Hi, good evening, everybody. This is Jacob. I'm an engineer turned advocate, working and helping clients in the legal forum, techno-legal firms, and High Court of Telangana, as well as across several districts, mostly Warangal, Rangareddy, Medchal, Malkajgiri, and all the legal by local courts. Today, we have the opportunity to discuss about cyber crimes. As you are mostly advocates coming from various backgrounds, I would urge you to not neglect any event on the web space. On the web space, I mean cyberspace, which is an ocean where we just cannot ignore certain things. Like deep faking is the latest issue where a friend of anybody lost so much of money, so much of sleepless nights, where his own close friend or his own girlfriend starts crying over a Zoom call or a meet or a telephone video call. What does it mean? Actually, it is to do with the mental status where it is exploited and money is exploited or money is extorted. How? So just now, my friend is talking, and just we got off the call, and then we put down and go to our routine. What happens? So suddenly this call comes, that to a video call from the same friend, asking, okay, Jacob, I'm sorry, just now we got off call, but I could not tell you this issue of mine. I need badly some 10,000 rupees. Why? Just now you are sounding okay, and how can you say just now there is a requirement of the money? No, 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 no. I was thinking twice before asking a friend like you because money always divides. So this is an issue. Okay, okay. Tell me your bank account, and I'm sending shortly. But to confirm, I will send you a 1 rupee credit into your account. You got to confirm and let me know the OTP so that I will get whatever you want to credit out of 10,000 which I have requested for. So the issue goes on, and he sincerely thinks that just now we got off the call, and the same friend is asking very like in a modest manner and a crying face and expressing this is an inability to gather funds in this short moment of time where his mother is very sick. Now understanding his sympathetic situation, he empathizes with this friend of Mr. Jacob. So what happens? He sends an account number, or Jacob sends an account number, and to confirm IFSC code, all the credentials he sends, which branch or which bank account, and he transfers 1 rupee into that account and confirms also. Now comes the request. Please, okay, 1 rupee is confirmed. Thank you, Mr. Jacob, or thank you, Mr. Srinivas. I got the money, so you can transfer the rest of the 10,000. There is no time. Why I told you the instant case is no time given. Pure euphoric condition where both have ended the call on a good note. But what happened? What happened is a split of a second. The heartfelt movements have been encashed, exploiting, not even checking the credentials of which bank account, where it has to come, or how it has to go. And both are technically literate enough to understand this bank transaction online. But yet, out of the emotional exploitative nature, he succumbs to the pressure of the Jacob. The Srinivas yields to his request that he is ready to transfer the 10,000, and he will do it also. Later, his own friend, Mr. Srinivas, appears to Jayakar and says, what's wrong with you, Jayakar, that you are a little bit upset? Just now you asked me 10,000 and now how come you appeared? Which Srinivas you are talking about? Which Srinivas you are talking about? Then I said, you only just got off the call and you sent me a note, and he also came on a video call, and with a crying face, you expressed this inability of your situation where you cannot mobilize the funds for your mother's immediate medical attention. What is wrong? No, I never did that. So now I leave it as an icebreaker for all of you to think and come back to me even after 1 minute or 30 seconds. Just respond in the chats. What are the exploitative steps Mr. Srinivas has taken or Jayakar has taken to exploit and get 10,000 in the instant? No chance of giving any time to think also. Now all can respond in the chat, and this would be your icebreaker and the launching pad for our cyber crimes. I will not give you any hint of the terminology, but I want you to apply your thought process to know in this modern world or cyber world or in the evolving digital world, what has gone wrong, what could have been the measures, and I will not jump into IPC, CRPC or Evidence Act or PNSS or Bharatiya Saksha Adhinam. I'll give you enough time. You can respond. I'm alive. I'm seeing. I will be watching the chats. And please, Madam Sridevi Garu, open the chats. You have disabled it. I want everybody's answer to be appearing in the chat box. Yeah. All kindly, madam, sirs, and dear friends and colleagues, kindly throw your thoughts and let me know. Okay. Somebody, OA has written as it's a phishing call. Okay. Then some more responses I want to see. Right. Okay. Now, two of the responses have come. Say two. Yeah, many have come now. Phone was hacked. No, sorry. Then who has wrote? Venugopal. Venugopal has given the correct answer. Maybe later on Sachin Rana also has given. Then Arimani Suresh. No, it's a fake call. No. Fake call is to some extent. Okay. Only 5 responses have come. Okay. Now, you're seeing many reels. Thank you for your kind responses. We have taken 1 minute. That's good. So the thing is, what exactly is the technology which was exploited? What technology? Simple. Now we are seeing many people exploiting or using left and right TikTok. It's a simple app where deepfake call with SIM swap fraud. No, not yet, sir. Okay. Some more detail. I appreciate Mohan Garu. That's nice. But some more detail. To that extent you have answered means you know the rest of it also. Kindly post it for everybody's knowledge. And okay, AI is there. Mampur Prasad Garu. But here, how the crime is being committed or offense is committed, and let us think and how best we can leverage upon now for a victim who is our client, and then applicability of adjudicating process, adducing the right evidences so that the victim is at least saved. And what is that government has put in place? What is that CERT, such computer emergency response team? We have one in Hyderabad also now. What best can be done? Our 1960s phone call toll-free number provided by the government. So end of it will, in this 10-day workshop, we'll cover end to end in several cases. I have already given the schedule. That schedule will take us through a proper roadmap with proper milestone so that all are abreast. Sharing is caring is my concept. So I would love to everybody to come on board on a common same or a common page or common understanding about the cyber crimes, and everybody should handle cyber crimes evenly, helping each of our client, not exploiting the client, so that the client gets benefited and you get a blessing from Heavenly Father, that is God, because you are helping. But you are taking a meager amount of honorarium as a year's of fees to do it. But at the same time, there are many people like, I will tell you one more example. A villager is there in UP. Their literacy, like their mostly conversation in the language is Hindi. And this guy exploit the son or the father who is ignorant about the computers at all, or mobile, or Android systems, or iOS, whatever the operating system could be. But simply says, in a deep fake video, he comes as his own son and says, Father, my salary is exhausted and I am stuck with this problem. Please ask somebody to help you to send about again 10,000. And he falls. Now you can see, imagine the plight of poor Indians who are literate and exploited to this extent. Why I'm harping on this one deep fake, swims app, as well as phishing, all these are combined into one simple activity is just the phone number. Now, about 4 years back, before the Supreme Court gave a directive that Aadhaar card is no more to be linked to the phone or to the bank account and it says secluded, good, and isolated, good. But every Xerox shop, if you go, garbage picker, you as a advocate or a cybercrime specialist, you can be a garbage picker in picking up one thrown away Xerox copy where you'll find Aadhaar card copy. Just that was sufficient. That was sufficient enough to take one more SIM, Mohan Garu, one more SIM, and you can utilize that SIM for swapping this guy's phone and say Jaikar becomes Srinivas, Srinivas becomes Jaikar, and 10,000 is happily withdrawn from the victim's account. So this is one which, as a precursor or a curtain raiser, which delves into the cyber crimes prevailing, which I lead to into corporate crimes and also large-scale crimes, and also the cloud strike which happened just 3 days back. So was it an outage? What is an outage or a virus or a worm, WRME worm, or a simple patch as they claim about? And why have they given everybody? Yeah, good, sir, Sachin Rana. So was it a bug in a patch where they could not upload or update in a proper time and appropriate? So Virendra says it's a smashing. So all these are new terminologies for the evolving cyber crimes, because nomenclature is ever evolving. Oh, now unlimited image. Okay, good. Now nomenclature is ever evolving. So earlier we had 3-4 items only for the so far crimes, cyber crimes reported. Now the list is endless. So earlier we were talking about phishing. Now my brother friend says smishing. So we have so many hacking, so many crimes are being committed, purported also. What is that purportion? Man is innovative. Man is highly creative. Given this, now this is not. First of all, my phone, I am working in a VPN. I am transmitting my video in a VPN. Right? Please, how many people are aware of VPN? In the chat box, please write how many people know about the importance of VPN. Friends, I'm trying to be interactive. Is that fine, Sridevi madam, or all the theory then later questions? Interactive would be better because everybody will be on the same page of understanding. I don't. Yeah, madam, I'll go by it. Madam, it's a group chat, right? Everybody can see others' chat, right? Please. So, Madam Vijay Lakshmi has just told that how to know these words. Okay, see. Now we are in the REM, REALM of cybercrime. So, unless until you are on the same page with me, to follow my whatever humble notes I am giving, we may not follow and catch up with the next 3 sessions, because next 3 sessions would be the foundation laying sessions for the next 7 days session, and the 7th day would be the ultimate live cyber crimes purported, and you can see my schedule there already. So it would be hands-on almost. That would, again, today on the first day itself, I'll be saying, we will come out with a documentary. We would come out with a face swapping, deep fake video. We would come out with uh, a deep faking video with several possibilities of crimes can be committed. So, yes, Ramakrishna garu, we will be doing interactive notes and exchange of ideas. So, each will stand to gain, and this very session Sridevi Madam has enabled is to gain knowledge and share each other's knowledge and grow together. And win-win situation would be as we help our clients. So, when coming to types of cyber crimes, and many, as I told you, we are leveraging into AI and ML. So now many people have heard about what is AI. So AI would be simple as that, but we have already crossed AI. So I'll tell you what is that. So, what is AI? Is artificial intelligence, and the first 3 days would be the foundation laying for the next 7 days. This
Right.
I just told you. So, how many people are comfortable in my language? At the same time, comfortable with the technological terms and nomenclature I am using. So, it's an ever evolving cybercrime field where man is creative and innovative. Given a channel of communication, I put the word of VPN. What is that? Virtual private network, which it is a highly secure channel where a third person cannot hack into the system. That's why I've asked the question, how many people know VPN? But Madam Vijayalakshmi told we don't know, sir. So I have to bridge that gap. At the same time, she can also get into the Google or wherever it is. Well, while I will also give some notes that how best we can use or utilize VPN. So now I have logged into the Zoom using a Knox software. Knox. Knox is the Android operating system secure software where, thank you, BN Prasad. So, Knox is the highly secure Samsung secure software which is inbuilt installed in any Samsung. So, apart from the Apple, which has iOS as its operating system, whereas the other Android systems have their own operating systems, which like Snapdragon and Quadruple and several new devices. Like NVIDIA is the latest chip manufacturer where AI embedded chips are coming, where the Apple iPhone of 15 and above are having NVIDIA's chips. So now when I'm talking chips, how many people understand? It's a PCB, printed circuit board, where earlier it was hybrid, still now it is hybrid, but the computational capacity, that means a floating point arithmetic, and its capacity to compute this floating point arithmetic has grown by leaps and bounds. Earlier, a PC or personal computer was of this room size. Now it has come into the palm. My BTech final year project was PDA, personal digital assistant. When we didn't have the facility or we were ignorant of patenting. Otherwise, Jaker would have been on a global node or a global platform. So I developed the software part. The other team, our own classmates, BTech EC in 84 batch from JNTU, they have developed the hardware. So we developed the software and we embedded. EPROMs are there. EPROMs, erasable, programmable, read-only memory. In that, we used to write the codes. What is the code? Mnemonics. And over and above, that is the first generation language, zero and one. Second languages, second generation languages. It's only mnemonics. So all these come to the fourth generation language, C or C++, Fortran. Then I have written in VB. Sorry, anybody? VB, Visual Basic, Prolog, and Delphi. These are all I have utilized in creating decision support systems as my MTech project. So this foundation has paved a way for me to understanding the ever evolving dynamic cybercrime world. So it's easy for a foundation with credentials like me. It would be easy for us to follow. At the same time, it's not a big deal that you from different backgrounds. I'm not claiming anything top as a cadre that I'm from the technical background. No, everybody can follow. An advocate is a consultant. That's why I have branded my title as IT consultant with cyber security and related crimes as aware. So for a client who is coming with an issue, say phishing or phishing, you have to pick up the client's language that he has been duped for 10,000 rupees. So to understand the matter, you should understand the basic behind it and where does this fit into IPC, CRPC, or Indian Evidence Act, and the newly come BNS and BNSS as well as Bharatiya Sakya Adhinam. So how to place this in? Then there is a big requirement in 2000 or prior to 2000 for the crimes to bring into adjudication process. Hence, the IT Act 2000 has come into picture. How and why? And the Parliament has enacted the 51st year of Republic of India, an act called the Information Technology Act 2000. This act is based on the resolution of so and so by the General Assembly of the United Nations on January 30th, 1997, regarding the model law on electronic commerce, e-commerce. So I always tell in our discussions that I handle e-commerce issues. Fine. Then earlier was adopted by United Nations Commission on International Trade Law, UNCITRAL, UNCITRAL, in its 29th session. So this is the foundation where the crimes have to be caught in a process, to be adjudicated, to be tried, and a judgment passed on, identifying the culprit, identifying the perpetrator, and with due process of law to be penalized or punished with the relevant sections of the falling back acts. What are those? CRPC, CPC, IPC, and Evidence Act then. So now that we have come into a new era of new laws, now BNS, BNSS, and Sakshya Adhinam have to be applied. So I will send you as a takeaway. We all have this copy so that you have a transposed matrix of comparative table of new and old criminal major acts covering IPC, CRPC, Evidence Act. So this is from National Law House. This is my personal copy. Everybody should be having a soft copy. If not, I will send you the soft copy as a takeaway from me. So we will relate to the, because we are into the practice. We know which section of IPC comes into picture when a cheating occurs. So 420. What is the punishment? Say somebody is murdering. So 300 onwards we have the IPC. So what is the punishment? IPC 302 and 304 and like that. Somebody is threatening over their cyber bullying is also one of the crime. So somebody is threatening. Which section comes into picture? 506. Like that. What is the punishment? Relevant section. Now correspondingly, the BNS or BNSS or Evidence Act, all we can relate and come up and prepare a petition or a suit, or we can institute a suit with the corresponding respondents and make parties to okay, I will not tell you. Now in the chat box, now that we know deep faking has occurred, now that we know smishing has occurred, now that we know Srinivas is represented by a duplicate Srinivas, swapping the SIM, and the SIM is on somebody else's name, but Srinivas is appearing with a or Ravinder is appearing with the face of Srinivas, who's close friend of Jacob, and demanding or requesting 10,000 rupees. Now, applying these basic principles, now you know what are all the possible crimes he has committed, which sections it falls into. Now apply this IPC, CRPC, and Evidence Act, and correspondingly do the practicality or practical related sections in the BNS, BNSS, and the Sakshadinam. So now direct interactive session is better. One Prasad friend has written. Now in the chat, please write. How do we institute this case? Can be applied from the IPC. Let us not go into BNSS or BNS or Sakshadinam now itself, but we know corresponding exactly. Venkat has written 120, 420, 420. Okay, many FIR in cybercrime PS. Okay, who is this written? Advocate David. Mr. David, how do you lodge the FIR in cybercrime PS? First of all, can you tell 1, 2, 3, 4 steps?
You can unmute, sir. David.
All are having the liberty to speak and make the session interactive.
No, online also complaint can be given to the cybercrime.
Okay, sir, but what is the web address or URL, and what is the first step?
By calling?
Sir, calling which number, madam?
19400 annaru.
I don't know, madam, but 1960.
1930. So
1930. Exactly.
Yes.
So, yes. So, in a typical conventional traditional offense or crime committed, we call 100. We call 100.
Yeah.
Likewise, we have to first dial 1930, 1960, 1944, whatever it may be, which the central government has given to lodge a cyber crime. So this is the basic step. Why? We get a case ID, right? Now you go to the PS. So there are cybercrime police stations designated specifically to handle cyber crimes. If not, they will according to the jurisdiction, they will push it to the nearest cybercrime police station. Yeah. Any questions?
Okay.
Sir, kindly when side or crosstalk is there, you are bothering your fellow learners or fellow friends, kindly abstain talking. When you are doing side business, please mute yourself and do that and come back again unmuting yourself. This is my kind request, sir. Now, Arun, I'll send you the PDF or whatever it may be. Cybercrime.go.in is correct. Mopur Prasad and yeah, many people have given correct answer. Now, let us go in directly into the ground reality. So now, how do you prepare the petition or institute the suit based upon a given crime? Now, today we are discussing only on deepfaking, smishing, and phishing. So, how do you do this? Let us walk through the steps involved and how you will proceed to the entire criminal procedure steps. Please go ahead.
For the FIR, sir? You mean to say complaint to the FIR?
Sir, I have told you, in a typical traditional crime or offense committed, what is the typical process and steps? In a criminal proceedings, let me bridge the gap. So now, once the FIR is lodged, 60, 90 days are the 60 and 90 days are the given period where the charge sheet has to be framed, or charge sheet with the right sections have to be framed. Now comes next process. You can tell me. Sir, I'm waiting for your response. Let us make it a lively as well as interactive session, sir. We are here for a common learning, at the same time sharing is caring. Sir, sir, Venkat has
Get a
written FIR large
confirmation from
final
the
report.
bank. Sir, get
Sir,
a
sir.
confirmation from the bank
Uh-huh.
about the debit in the account. Get a confirmation from the bank.
Who is speaking?
Oh, I'm Parimala Sarachandra speaking, sir. And
Very nice, madam. Very nice. Very nice. Thanks are due to you. But, madam, don't jump into what you say, cybercrime now. We are still in the BC, before Christ. That in a traditional manner, how do we proceed? Lodging an FIR, dialing 100. We are not yet come to 1930 at cybercrime.gov.in. We are
okay.
making, we are creating a platform. Kindly note that we are creating a platform where we can jump from a traditional way into cyber world, handling cyber crimes. That is my intention in this first class. So now everybody should be on the same page, so that we transpose our traditional handling mechanism to handle cyber crimes. That's my intention. So now somebody has written FIR large final report. 156.3. So easily you'll get Mr. Venkat. So sorry, sir. I'm addressing directly because your chat is visible to the rest of our community. So investigation. Deepthi madam has written investigation by police. Okay. So kindly throw your what to say? Throw the steps involved in finally adjudicating and pulling up to the before the judge. Yeah, go ahead. I'm watching. People, see, I would request everybody to be active, because everybody has made time to attend this session, sacrificing so many things, family as well as their tomorrow's work, because tomorrow is also working day, and taking out a valuable time of 1 hour is not a joke. So we have to respect other fellow colleagues and learners, with due respects, their valuable time allocated to this live and learning session, and should be interactive enough to share the thought process. Okay, let me bridge the gap. Once FIR, then charge sheet, then summons to the accused based upon the pre-summoning evidences. So how many people know pre-summoning evidences? Very term of pre-summoning. Okay, somebody wrote confession statements. 161 statements, sir, you are referring to? Okay. So now, what is pre-summoning evidence? Am I visible and audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. IO will try immediately to freeze the bank account. Murlidhar Bala, okay. Sir, no, let us not jump. You reserve, hold your horses till we jump into from traditional to cybercrime. You reserve all this. At one go, you throw up all this sequence of steps. That what is that bank has to do? Who is that? Ombudsman is also a respondent. Kindly note this. Ombudsman. Very few. How many people know Ombudsman? Kindly respond.
Yes, sir. Yes, ombudsman is the person who settles the adjudication, arbitration, or whatever. He's like a small judge in that particular field.
Who is speaking?
Parimala.
Very
Parimala
good, madam. Very good, very good. Now I'll come back to our discussion. So now, FIR has been filed with police after investigation and relevant sections have to be. That is part of the charge sheet. Okay, now. So now, when you adduce the evidence or submit certain documents, what is the documents which aid in the investigation to the investigation officer? We'll not go into the greasing of palms, slippery of justice, slow walking of justice. That is, we'll take it on a second note, madam. But I'm telling you, but this is all part of our life. Okay, as advocates, we know. But the thing is, we'll stick to focused into our cybercrime adjudication process. Now, based upon the preliminary investigation, the complainant or the informant has to be interviewed or taken into confidence that tell me, sir, what happened. Good. So he will come up with some documental evidence. Now I will draw parallels for the cybercrime and our traditional crime. So we will submit, or the complainant has to submit certain documents to exactly Deepthi madam. Exactly. So certain documents which aid in the investigation or aid to the investigation officer. Like Mohan sir has written bank statement, Aadhaar card. Again Aadhaar card with the disclaimer. So I forgot to mention about my disclaimer. At the beginning itself, I wanted to tell when my introduction was to be given. But anyway, we jumped into the situation right away. So my disclaimer is, any examples quoted, Jayakar, Srinivas, Ravindra, all are for exemplifying cases. As an example, I have cited, and no offense meant to any Srinivas or any Ravindra in the fray. So the thing is, we are
Sir, mute everybody. Mute everybody, sir. Whoever wants to speak, they will unmute. Mute everybody.
Exactly,
That's
madam.
better.
Madam,
Mute everybody.
Meeting so that okay. Ramnagar, thank you for that. Yeah, there are reactions, sirs and madams. There are reactions where you can raise your hand when you want to talk. Then Madam Sridevi and other moderators can give you the permission to speak. So let us have some etiquette of a Zoom. These are all part of my introductory first 3 minutes disciplinary notes, but I skipped because all seem to be seniors and all are knowing their norms and their boundaries. So I don't want to reiterate them, wasting precious time. So now we are coming from traditional platform to the cybercrime platform, where first thing, when we call the bank, if it is a credit card or debit card transaction, we have to inform the bank first. So now, my learner friend Mohan Garu and other friends have written that bank manager will immediately take a step in freezing the account. Now you should understand a typical bank transaction. Now, sender, okay, receiver, payer paying, strict terminology, payer paying. Pay is the one receives, payer is the one who sends. Now, what is a bank which acts as a intermediary in transferring X amount to B person from A? So now the bank has to, now RBI has come up with the guidelines because in my own cases, many, I'm telling you, old people are highly vulnerable. One auntie of mine lost 41,000. Then I told, auntie, you don't worry, I'll get you. Gone is gone. Just don't worry, Jaikar. No, auntie, I will get you. So we have seen the light of that poor auntie who lost 41,000. But I told, this is the steps you have to follow. Inform the bank manager. Immediately they will close because there would be a window of time. Kindly listen, everybody. Window of time where bank manager or the banking institution as such will endorse one on the payer side. On the pay side, also checks and cross-reference the pay credentials. When? Golden hour. What is this golden hour, sir? Good. So the thing is, they check and block the amount till these credentials are ascertained, endorsed. So this is the bank process. Now, we say the moment we get an SMS that 10,000 is debited from your account, do you say immediately the 10,000 is credited into the payee's account? No. It will be held till certain extent, till certain time in the intermediary as the bank, and only then it will be released. Armani Suresh, no, you are saying, can you justify? You can write, or you can unmute yourself and speak up. You said no. Arimani Suresh, please speak up. Okay. Now, thing is, this is the provision which the bankers have given. Oh, checker and maker. Okay, that's good. Sir, thank you. Now, thing is, these are the, what do you say, new rules which have come up so that the fraud is minimized, or in our auditor language, risk is mitigated. Risk is mitigated. So now, immediate call to 130 or 1930 would call up, will be a call from the police station to the credentials which are submitted as an initial information as an informant to the police station, which would be transferred to the cybercrime police station, where this is a typical case. This is not a new thing. 10 years onwards, these bank frauds are happening, and 10 years onwards, misrepresentation and deepfake has come now, only now. But earlier it was swimsap, and earlier it was just account-to-account transfer, where they duped and so many things. It is. I will give a PPT next, or a video. Hi, Sharad Garu. Fine. So these are the typical things. So RBI has come up with pushing the bank to a corner that you guys are responsible, so that your own account holder will not be deprived. And what goes my father should not be your attitude, and what goes to my client is our attitude as a RBI. And we are the central bank for you, and we are accountable. And people like Jekar is making RBI as also a respondent. That's why they came to the knees. All have come to some terms, please now. No, yes or no? You can write in the chat box. Say yes or no. So RBI has come into, yes, good. Salimullah, thank you, sir. Prasad, yes, good. So now, ever since RBI come into picture and thrown their supporting and as a benefactor, people took as a sigh of relief, and they are like little bit, what to say, otherwise many, once these frauds have happened, many have shifted into cash by cash. You come in presence, collect the cash and go. So bank in turn would be deprived of their own transaction, and they have their own transactional fees, like in a stock exchange where stocks are traded, where security transaction tax is there. So likewise, a credit card transaction or a debit card transaction, each transactions will have a minute a percentage of transaction fee levied on the debit card or credit card would go as a profit or as a resource to make the RBI work. So that they will be deprived. It is not one or two operations. It is millions of operations summing up to come onto knees. They started intervening and securing the people. Thereby they issued a circular that the bank would be responsible for any mishap for online transactions. So this is a typical example. So now going to the rest of the process. Now, once the preliminary evidence has been given in terms of documentation, the documentation already we know, that bank statement, bank account number, credentials, whatever are there, the investigation officer takes up and goes for the accused. So accused. Now, can you trace accused over the net? All have to respond, please. We are running short of time, but however, 10 minutes is on me, and you can respond. Okay, Morph documents, not easy. Okay, now, thank you, friends. Police can trace that. Salimullah Saab, very good. Now you tell me how they can trace the accused. Mohan sir, all knows I will answer, but Salimullah brother has answered yes. But at the same time, how? How can the police? Very good. Somebody is written IP address. Very good. Then by tracing address, okay. Address, Narzo. What is that address you are meaning, sir? Be specific. But Salimullah has told IP address. By no, sorry, sir. By VPN, no. Through police phone calls. Okay, then IP address, that is correct. Realme, Narzo. If you want to disclose your name, fine. If not, you explain yourself. What is the IP address you are talking about? So anyway, not losing much time, I will tell you. What is MAC address, sir? Anybody can tell MAC, MAC address? Anybody? Sir, MAC address, media access control, no problem. So each phone with their IMEI, International Mobile Equipment Identity, this PCB of yours, this mobile network, I will come to Salimullah Saab, I will come to the mobile network. That is also part of it. It is mobile service provider is also a respondent. I will tell you slowly. Fine that you bridge the gap. You are one cut above the rest. I appreciate that, Salimullah. Now comes entire transaction. There's a hopping. What is hopping? We jump from one to another, finally landing at the destination. Likewise, a packet of information would be transmitted. So fixed address to network base. Yes, good. MAC address. Ramakrishna Garu, you are right. Now, this MAC address cannot be changed. IMI, I don't know that is can be marked or not. That is secondary. I know that, but I don't want to educate you in the wrong way. But media access control, very good, Mohan sir. Now, this MAC address is a permanent one. Nobody can change because it's a hard-coded. Hard-coded means cannot be tampered with. That you please understand. Now comes other faculties. Who are the participating members in this one transaction? Now, many viruses, many frauds have landed into Nigeria. How police could arrive at the conclusion, IMEI, that's fine. I just told Mohan Garu. How they could land that these are emerging out of Nigeria? Can anybody explain? The great Nigerian fraud I am talking about. Not now, or 10 years back. Please go ahead. Anybody can interact? No, sir. Okay, good. Now, cell towers, okay, partly. Then, okay. Simple. When we cross our boundaries, no, Salimullah Sahab, VPN is different. VPN is person to person or device to device. It's a virtual private network. Why? It's a name itself is telling virtual private network. Virtually, we have a private network. None of the group peoples who are participating and listening to me can enter or intrude into our privacy. So, safe. VPN transactions are safe. So nobody can enter or go out of this tunnel. It's a tunneling protocol. I will tell you about tunneling protocol. I will give some homework so that you will come up with the basic nomenclature so that you can understand the rest of the lectures or speak my humble speeches or humble messages so that all can be on the same page. But unless until you all understand this basic technical nomenclature, technology behind a simple transaction of X amount being transmitted from A account to B account as a payer to payee, you cannot trace or you cannot help your client. Why? Half of your world is dark world. Who will enlighten you unless until Jayakar and other friends come into picture throwing some light into your darkness. So we dispel the darkness so that all will be on the same page, and all advocate fraternity who are in this forum or the fray will be on the same page to not send away a client with a cyber complaint. Please welcome. I will try to help you. So if you don't understand, we form a forum where we can discuss and finally help another colleague of ours to handle that client and help that client to get back whatever the remaining amount which is blocked or frozen by the bank. This is the ultimate help. So now another brother has written nicely. That's fine. Is a unique identifying number assigned to every device connected to the internet. Okay. Okay, sir. Mupur Prasad Garu. Adding to your knowledge, there is dynamic IP and a static IP. Okay. Lest we'll talk, but that would be digressing. But basic thing you understand. I appreciate Prasad Garu. It's very nice. Okay. DNS also was written by Virendra. Very good, sir. So why are we groping in the dark to find a light somewhere to help our client? They are suffering because of their ignorance. Most of the cyber crimes is happening in North India. Right? In our college, they used to say, "You gultis are smart." Okay, and just try to boost up your exhausted minds. Gultis, what gultis? Gultis, other names for Telugu is gultis. Why? We are sharp. Okay, so why sharp? I don't know. It's the water of Krishna Godavari and other things. So these are making us highly intellectual, and we are much sought after abroad. Wherever Modi goes, he finds Indian diaspora. 80% of Indian diaspora are the gultis only. So we should pat our back and we should be happy that most of the Telugus are of the international consultants. And I too had the privilege while in America, while traveling about 38 states in 50 states, and across Europe, 10 countries I visited. Wherever we are there, the client used to say, "You are smart, that's why we are engaged you." So fine, that's a praise as well as an acknowledgement for our hard-working spirit. Not that we boast in the Lord who has our creator, who has bestowed us with wisdom and intellect, so that we help our clients in alleviating their pressures or victimizations or exploitations or their deprived situation. So fine. Now, what is that hopping I was talking about? Where does the transaction emerge? Where does the transaction land finally? So, an initiation. What do you do if you are doing online funds transfer? Okay, let me go to a simple step of online funds transfer. Who is the payer? Who is the payee? How many people have done online transfer using internet banking? Please write in the chat. We are building blocks and we are building foundation. Oh, sorry. Now it's back. Now I'm back. Say yes or no. My video is back, please. Okay, sorry about that. Because mobile, the screen shuts off itself by a given specified time. I'm sorry, I should have touched the phone screen. Okay, now, sorry, now I'm visible. I'm back in video, sir. Okay, so end-to-end transaction, end-to-end bank transaction process should be knowing. So I broached the subject of transferring money or fund transfer in a typical internet scenario. How do you do that? Why I'm telling you, why I'm laying some foundations about bank transactions or internet transactions, payer-payee concept and other some technical nomenclature where you should have an easier access to launch ahead or using this first day's launch pad to understand the cyber crimes, which I will be going in detail. So, typical funds transfer environment in an internet bank transaction, you have to identify the payee. So, you have done right, adding receiver account getting approved by the bank. Yes, pay to apps from sender. Exactly. Thank you, Ramana Garu, Venkat Garu, and all. Now, the thing is, unless until you are set up, now you can draw parallels. Draw parallels, I mean, you are setting up a VPN kind of thing where payer pay is identified. Whenever you want to do some funds transfer, all you need to do is write the amount, select the payee, and push the button to send. Over. It's as simple as that. Now, this is a one-to-one transaction. What about the one-to-many? Or what about the n senders sending to one party? Okay, peer-to-peer. Yeah, great, sir. Funny Kumar. Very nice. Exactly. Very nice. This should be the spirit. This should be the spirit, and all are participating even after 1 hour. Great. God bless you all. Now the thing is, now this has been set up. Now this is the front end part. In the network terminology, it's a presentation layer we are seeing. But what about the back end process? What about the back end or the database operations? So now you should know a typical database also. I'm not teaching you computer science, but basic science where transactions have to be identified, where they land, where they emerge, and how do they transact the business. So backend. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shiva Shruba Babu. Very Shiva. Very nice name, sir. You have. Okay. Good. Sir, now, unless until we know these basics, we cannot handle cyber crimes because everything is to do with money, sir. Mostly. Unless until a girlfriend is chased by two boyfriends and this boyfriend has to be taught lesson by other boyfriend, there are crimes happening for hate. There are crimes happening to get that girlfriend to this boyfriend. There is no money involved. So I will discuss about cyber crimes. Many are there, but one instant I am mentioning. So, but 90% of the cases are to do with money. There are cyber warfare, there are cyber bullying, there are cyber games. So many are there just to satisfy their egos. And even now, ransomware or ransom is asked in terms of BTC, Bitcoins. You know what is the size of the Bitcoin? Just about 6 months back, it was $14,000. Then I am watching that Bitcoin. That is another area we can talk about, but that is too high for all of us. That includes me because that is a highly evolving technical field where NFCs are traded. What is NFT? Non-fungible tokens. So that is a different word. I will not jump into other terminology, but that's a different word. So now I hold you ransom and you pay that ransom in Bitcoins. Each Bitcoin now is touched $67,000. Just about 6 months back, it was $14,000. Coming to the lowest step. Then I saw it at $37,000. Today it is $67,000. So all this happening because of advancement technology where conventional, sir, I will tell you, you are seeing my video. Conventional banking is no more banking. They are decentralizing the finance. So that's why DeFi has come, decentralized finance. All these are evolving field. That's why I told one of our discussions, sir, cyber crime is a different animal to tame, different animal to handle. So it's ever evolving field. Now, how in the world, at right now, we are seeing thousands of people born, thousands of deaths happening. Likewise, I will send you some videos also as a takeaway. Thousands of cyber crimes happening. I will give you the URL where you can see the live as if bullets are being fired from one continent to other continent. You understood my language? I will show you the real map of cyber crimes happening across the globe, where not banned, sir. Just introduce the transaction. So, elaborate distance. No. Siva Sure Babu, it is not current on the first day. I will just note down. You please note down. Send. See, every day there will be a takeaway. Every day there should be a homework. Every day there should be an interactive session and doubts to be followed and clarified the next day. Kindly note, everybody note this, because this is an interesting area, ever evolving area, and beyond my comprehension also. But I will pray to God that God give me knowledge so that I will answer these questions of friends of mine. The thing is, this is a different world, sir. Suddenly you are asking about decentralized finance, but others does not know what is decentralization. So, will you note down? Leave it to me, or Sridhar madam will collate all the questions and we'll try to answer the next session. So, first few minutes we'll answer the next question, then only we'll jump into the day's topic from next day onwards. But I appreciate you asking about or inquiring about decentralized finance. Now comes internet bank transaction. We know we have set up a payee, we have paid. Good. We talked about the presentation layer, we talked about the backend. Backend is a typical relational database system where our records are stored in a table, rows versus column. So each rows has, say, Mopuri Prasad. So, right, that's the name. First name, last name, over. Then account name, then bank name, then account number, then correspondingly the IFC code, then correspondingly his attached PAN number, then other blah blah. So all these are records stored in a table. So now somebody wrote morphic. Who is that? I am yet to see. Somebody wrote, or okay, let me see. I can go back to. Okay, it's much long. Previously written, I guess. NFTs, RTGs. Okay, good. Okay, somebody wrote morphing. Now, how do they do? What is hacking? Now I'm jumping into the subject. What is hacking is, once I know your MAC address, now you should also know this relational database. It's a simple system? No, it's a form. Like, how do I tell it's a farm? Farm means group of lands combined together with a demography are dedicated as Jaker Sar's farm. Simple as that. So it may be few plots here, few lands here, few lands here. That becomes my farm. Likewise, all these servers are connected in a cascading nature where they take the load and does load balancing for a client who is asking through a front end, and a request has to be served. That's why it's called server. Right? Okay. 100 people are writing the same question. How can it survive? You are asking 10 questions. I am not Astavadani or Shatavadani to answer 100 people. Now, these servers become Shatavadani and Sahasradavadani also, 1,000 people also. So, how do they do? They cascade. Sir, I am relating to our Indian culture. So, these servers are cascaded into server farms. Now, what is load balancing? Load balancing, okay. What is my load? Here, PP in circle. Okay. Dipti madam has written. That's a past discussion. We'll come to one by one. So now, these transactions are all these are taken for processing. What is that processing? Every transaction is a request. Request to receive, request to pay. Now let us limit ourselves to bank transactions. Request to receive or request to pay. Who are the playing partners? Sending bank, receiving bank. If not, a central bank who monitors both the transactions. As an oversight body. So what is an oversight body? So that also you can go. Note down all my difficult words and terminology so that you can Google yourself and learn yourself. If not, I will clarify in the next session. Now comes the backend and its schema or the architecture. Why I am teaching a little bit on the science part? So that somebody has, Salimullah has told, can trace. How do they trace? Can mark. How do they mark? Now the hacker does is what? They do round robin technique. These are typical computer science language. Stop me if you don't follow, but it is English, same English. Round robin means a robin which goes in a round, finding where is the hole to pick up the worm or to pick up the bean. So this hacker will poll. It's called polling. This server, this server, this server, this server. How do they land up to Nigeria? How do they trace? IP address. Now coming to round robin technique. So this polling, yeah, denial of great, funny, or very good. Now, 100 people are attacking, or I don't want the bank to pay you. Simple as that. So I will flood with requests of receiving than paying. You cannot pay because your transaction is blocked by umpteen, limitless, exponential requests of paying. I am trying to seek and you are trying to pay. So that's a distributed denial of services and DNS attack, domain name server attacks. So this Fani Kumar is very active. I appreciate Fani Kumar Garu for your valuable contribution. So now these are the things is also crimes, cyber crimes. So with this, as introductory jumping, hopping into various fields, I close with the police procedure where you have to work out and extrapolate to the judgment or conviction. What is that? After the charge sheet, and the summons have been sent, bail of the accused post appearance would be issued because accused is summoned. Then evidence of the complainant are considered. Then we go for the cross for the accused person. Then they submit the prosecution evidence. Somebody told PP. Yes, you are right. And prosecution witness, prosecution evidence, 161 statements and other things, that is civil as well as criminal. So drawing parallels, 161. So these are the things which stand as testimonials. Then defense evidences are submitted. Then final argument take place. Then the adjudication is culminated by a judgment whether to acquit or convict. So these are the 9 or 10 steps which you have to follow, draw parallels, and extrapolate into cybercrime. Now we have 7 minutes or 10 minutes left over. Any questions we may take and follow so that I can be of some help to clarify your genuine doubts. If not, Sridevi Madam can wrap up by my introduction, which we missed out in the starting of the session. And then we go to next class day after tomorrow.
Good evening, madam, and good evening, sir. Puri Shankar here.
Very good evening, very good evening.
Sir, actually, recently one of the cybercrime is going on. Even personally,
Yeah,
I also faced it actually.
okay, go
That
ahead,
is
sir.
a FedEx, in the name of FedEx. Some
Okay.
people are calling, you have ordered, your order was returned. So your order,
Okay.
they are calling us. So they said your in the order there are 8 SIMs and 8 laptops, like that they are saying. So
Yeah.
in the name of actually myself personally I faced this problem. So what
Okay.
in Chhattisgarh somebody called
Okay.
me on while I am going to court in the 8:30 a.m. in the morning. They called me and is this Gauri Shankar? Yes, I am Gauri Shankar. Your order was returned. So and that where it is, I was not ordered anything. I said no, your order
Okay.
where you are from is Sarai Pali something they said in Chhattisgarh. So
Right.
what they did, they connected to the cybercrime. They said, no, I am not the person. They connected to the police station. Then afterward, they connected to the cybercrime. They filed FIR also. So they took
Okay.
me 1.5 hour through the this some Skype, not Skype, this Telegram app,
Okay.
through Telegram video conference. So finally, I came to know that everything is fraud. Actually, they asked me,
Yes.
in the name of you, um, some Muslim name, they frauded you the land, money laundering had on your name. So so that time I was very much shocked and surprised. Then after 2 days, they said some agreement, don't tell to anyone. We'll just cooperate us. Then we will investigate it. And they said, personally, I paid. So one of my friends, ACP, is there. So after 3 days, I consulted him actually. I said, Anna, this is what happened to me. And okay, Gauri, we'll find out. And that said. And later on, I came to know that everything is fraud actually. In that time, they asked me, what accounts do you have? So I said, I have a SBI 2 accounts, and one is Hyderabad, another one is Warangal, another one is Union Bank of India, some other ICICI Bank. Though
was it to confuse that guy, or really you have all these accounts?
yes, everything is I'm having. So at that time I did everything fact that because I thought that this was true actually, because I'm not aware about that time. So it may be real, I thought.
Exactly.
They said, sir, one more thing. They said, I know that you are a genuine person, but we need to investigate. So I know that because in the name of you, they did everything. So if they said, we'll investigate, and do you have, they said, I don't have that much amount. I said, they given some agreement also in the name of me. So last 3 days, 4 days, I thought, I told to my senior, my Babai, so okay, just let us see. I thought, because I am very much confident, because nowadays everything is on this. It shows that because my iPhone is here in Warangal, so I said it is not at all possible. Signals don't show, and I told them, please check the CCTV footage, because I am in Warangal. How I'm not at all visited the Saraipali at Chhattisgarh. So please check CCTV footage. Then you go ahead, and I said. Then after sometimes also so many times they called, but I was not responded. So this is what happened, sir. So later on I came to know that this type of crime is cybercrime is going on right now presently. They're demanding money because
Anything more you want to say?
no, sir.
Okay.
Because I have that video also. I have
Very
video
good.
about that crime. I will forward to group today now itself.
Please.
One of the police.
First of all,
sir.
on behalf of the entire Yagna Legal, I congratulate you that you did not become a victim. Number
Yes,
one.
sir.
Number two.
Yes, sir.
Number two. You are a sincere person, but don't disclose all this, sir.
Yes, sir. You are true, sir. I'm very much sincere, sir. Actually, I'm not supposed to come into legal line, actually. Earlier, I was into business, but
yeah. You are sincere.
recently
Same thing. Accused also told you that you are sincere.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same said. Yeah. But because I trusted, actually, like that they investigated me. 1.5 hour it happened.
Okay, sir. I will, maybe if you want, I will take 2-3 minutes on this. Not now, but in the next session. How Mr. Gauri Shankar is trapped or entrapped. Okay, trapped or entrapped. And lucky that he is a male adult, little bit grown up and a little bit daring also. Otherwise, if it is a girl or a lady, it would have been a much worse, because I'm not trying to be, I'm gender neutral, okay? But the crime is not gender neutral. Crime is, they don't see a lady or a boy or a girl or a man and a woman. Crime is intended to perpetrate and to exploit and to extract. So they don't see any gender. But women have a greater vulnerability because, first of all, they worry about bank transaction. The moment they said your account is hacked, and now recently I talked about digital arrest. A lady, Madam Vimala Gupta of Delhi was constrained, restrained for 12 hours in her own room. So we'll not call this. So that's what I'm trying to impress upon, that cyber crime is evolving. Nobody, even me, I just told you, at this instant, so many births are happening. At this instant, so many deaths are happening. Likewise, cyber crimes are also happening. Okay, so thank you, Gauri Shankar Garu, for your nice enlightenment. For other advocates also, do not fall for this thing. And the recent one which I've handled in the Napoli court is same. I will tell you, I don't want to tell the crime number. It's the same, but not with FedEx, not with something else. I will give you the details on the adjudication process, because it's a preliminary, or it's what do you say? It's premature to give you the cyber crime number, whereas I've handled the same case, but not with FedEx, but another agents. I will tell you later. I told Sridevi Madam I am handling this case like that. We shared once, but there are several instances. And one more thing. Today, Gauri Shankar is entrapped, but there are some millions of Gauri Shankars are waiting in queue to be entrapped. Just for the closing remark. Okay, thank you very much for all your valuable time, and really you made
So
my life easy. Yes, sir,
recently one old man was for a month he was doing everyday video conference and they were trapping him. For a month he transferred amounts.
My God.
For whole
Yes,
month every day he used to talk and transfer the amount. He has given complaint after 1 month.
Yeah. Of late they discover, and they discover that they are duped. That is why we ran few sessions for enlightening, sir. Like Yagna Legal
Yes.
also can take a enlightenment session for all the common man, leave alone our advocates fraternity, but a common man also. We conduct medical camps. Likewise, we conduct cybercrime enlightenment camps. So Yagna Legal, Sridevi Madam can take up educating the rural folk, particularly the illiterate. I don't want to say. Everybody is having a smartphone in their hand, but basic communities, basic functionality, so that they can lock up their transactions when trying to, or when trying to be exploited over a bank transaction. So that will enlighten. I will hold that session also. We'll work out offline, but these are required for our upcoming India. Please.
Right.
Thank you, madam. Yes, sir, Dipti madam, we will do that for children. Yes.
Right, sir. Thank you so much.